You know how hard it is to tell a joke? Philip would stop me on the street, on the sidewalk on the west side, and just deliver a joke. It was perfect. I suppose it's possible that there are people who didn't know who Philip Roth was. Since his first book in the early 60s, Letting Go, he built upon this growing capacity to capture American reality and diverge into so many different forms: history, politics, culture, sex. All of this turned into 31 books that were really one of the great bodies of English literature. I think that his range and his intonations, his humor, his tragedy, his sense of what it's like to age and die. And then he wrote Portnoy's Complaint, which made him an American celebrity, not just a writer. There aren't many celebrity American writers, but it was such a comic, gross, funny, unbelievably sexually explicit book that it made his name. It sold millions of copies. All of that made him the most comprehensive writer of his day, I think. What we lost when Philip died, I think of in a very personal way of what I lost, and that is I've never known anyone who was as charismatic, as witty, as entertaining. And when I read this memoir, I could hear it in his jokes and in his comments and in everything that he said. This voice radiated outward, unlike any I've ever known. What people will miss in him is this kind of explosively funny, ironic sensibility. People loved it. It was a show, a performance, a great one. He performed, but not in a narcissistic way. I mean, it was just who he was. That was his essence. I knew for many, many years that I would write this piece. I just knew because of these qualities he had of being such an articulate witness to reality and so funny about it. After I first met him, which was in my late 20s, I began, I hope not in too clandestine a way, writing down everything he said, because I thought, this is not going to be reproducible. So I always knew I wanted to capture that voice and preserve it. Some will feel I've overstepped my bounds, that I know what I'm talking about, that he hated me, that he loved me, all kinds of things. But it won't really matter because what I wrote is what I felt. Hi, my name is James Atlas, and my new Audible original is called Remembering Roth, available from Audible.